Everybody, welcome to Excel video 497. I'm Nate Moore. I hope you enjoyed today's business intelligence presentations, both the one this morning with Mona Reimers and the one this afternoon that I did. Hope you got some ideas, some information, some things you can take back to your practice and really make a difference in the way you use your data in your practice. If you missed today's presentation at MGMA's Financial Management Payer Contracting Conference, I'd love to speak at your next meeting soon. What I want to do today is shift gears. We spent a lot of time under this table menu with tables and matrix, and here's a card and all that kind of stuff. I want to talk about charts today, and I've got some diabetes data to play with. And let's get started. There are four main kinds of charts to play with in PowerView. And let me just up front tell you, if you're expecting all of the functionality and the flexibility that you're used to with Excel charts, you're in the wrong place. PowerView has limitation after limitation that stuff you're used to seeing that's been in Excel charts for years is not available in PowerView. If you accept that up front, there's some clever things that we're going to get to in future Excel videos that you can do in PowerView that you can't do in a traditional Excel chart. So let's get started. If we have data here and I've got providers and the number of patients who are adhering to their statin regimen, let's say it's easy to do a bar chart, and you can do a stacked bar or a clustered bar. Let's just do a clustered bar because we only have one set of data here. And PowerView will start to build a chart for me. Now, again, if you want to change this axis and you don't like 0K, 1K, 2K, too bad. It is, you can have any color you want as long as it's black kind of thing. It is what it is. But you can do some things. You can sort. Right now I'm sorting by provider, and instead I can sort by the adherence to statin, the number of patients that are adhering, or I can do descending, or I can do descending with provider. There's some sorting options I can do, but I can do a bar chart. I can do a column chart with a similar amount of flexibility, limited customization. And again, as I drag and make my chart bigger and smaller, Excel is going to do, or PowerView is going to do its best to fit the chart to the real estate I give it. Under other charts, you can do a line chart or you can do a pie chart. And again, if you don't like, let's go back to line chart maybe. If you don't like the way the chart looks, there's some availability to change things, but not much. If you don't like the title and the colors and some of those kind of things, you're out of luck. But there are other cool things coming. Just be patient with that. So there are four different kinds of charts: bar charts, column charts, line charts, and pie charts that you can play with. And we've talked about sorting. One of the things you'll run into as you get into this is adherence to statins by provider, average or percentage. If you see some of my fields over here, adherence to oral diabetes agents, if you know you're going to chart the data, what you might do is put some abbreviated fields in here. Because of the limitations in space and what you can and can't do, you might choose smaller names and titles and descriptions for your fields to make stuff work. That said, there's some things we can do. We can add, so here's adherence to statins. Let's see if patients complying with an eye exam. If I drag that down here, you can put multiple lines in your chart. And again, this chart's, let's just, maybe we can, oh, I got the wrong chart. There we go. Let's just shrink this out of the way for a minute so you can see this chart better. And let's drag this a little bit better. So you can do multiple lines in a chart, and all I've got here is I've got the axis here and some values here where I can play. So it's easy to add multiple fields, and if I wanted to do a clustered column or a stacked bar, there are things I can do to play with those, with that data with multiple values in there. One of the things you can do, especially if you've got this multiple values going on, is I can hover. So I can see Dr. Beard, 4,000 patients had an eye exam, but only 2,428 are adhering to statins. So you can hover and get a little bit more information about a chart. Let's slide this guy back and bring this guy over. Something like, yeah, something like that. Let's say that I like this chart, but this, it was kind of in the way and I really wanted to focus on it, let's say. So let's build a chart, which we'll build a pie chart just because we can, just because I know it's going to take up too much space to show you something else. This is filters. This next to it, the far right, is called pop out. And what pop out will do is it will take the chart and say, you get all the real estate now. So it expands the chart to the entire size so I can see this kind of stuff, and it makes it a little bit easier for me to deal with. And when I want to pop in or put the chart back where it belongs in the dashboard, it's just toggling in and out with that guy. And then when I hover here, I got the same pop in and pop out ability there. And again, I can filter, I can pop in and pop out, hover for details. I think that's enough for part 1 of charts. Stay tuned next time. There's some other things we can do to give us a little bit more flexibility. You can't change colors, you can't do lots of things, but you can do some clever things, and we'll work towards the clever things in the next Excel video. Thanks for watching.